Hello people. We are going to move to the nutrition. Nutrition, people get confused what is academic way or unacademic. The academic nutrition, when you're going to study in university, is two branches. First one is relate to medical, which they assist physician in hospital. Another one is industrial, which is how to preserve food, like in a factory where they make some, for example, food, how to make it and how to preserve it. Okay, and when it goes to that is also variety. So some teacher, they teach the wrong way. They put a chemical preservative and they put their own code on it. This way people don't understand it. If you go to the ordinary supermarket and you buy like a canned bean, canned soup or something like that, you see E as in egg 400, E 350, E 320, and on and on and on. Okay, so which supposed to be illegal, because people should understand what is E300 or E450. So they put the code. This way people say, okay, I don't know what it is, and okay, I buy it, you know. And that is a mental laziness or mental constipation, because if I don't know what I'm putting in my body, later on if I get disease or sickness or a cancer or such, I'm going to ask myself, where did that come from? Why did I get the cancer? Why did I get MS? And on and on. And nobody's going to answer you, even the doctors. They say, we don't know, which is too late. So that's the reason I'm recording these videos, to educate people in order to prevent sicknesses like MS, variety of the cancers, and infectional diseases, and the list goes on and on. So that was about academic part of it, which is different from non-academic one, which is, that's what I studied, okay? And unfortunately, they don't teach it in any academic university. So basically, that's why I'm recording these videos, to people learn. As you see, this is how I preserve it. This is a cooked food, and what is ingredient, that's a different chapter, we're going to get into it. So that is cooked, and then I conserve it. How? I'm gonna show you. This is a salad I made, which is, it means it's a raw food, it's not cooked food, cooked raw, okay? And this is the one I bought from store, and before I bought it, I read the the ingredient. So because they write it so small and my eyes are not as good as when I was 18, I have to use eyeglasses. So I'm going to read it for you, this way you know. Ingredients are onion, tomato paste, eggplant, vegetable oil. Here, if it would say hydrogenated vegetable oil, I wouldn't buy it. Why? Because hydrogenated, that means could be palm oil, could be margarine, which those are one of the reason of the heart attack and basically brain attack too. So that's the reason I wouldn't buy if it would be hydrogenated vegetable oil. Hydrogenated vegetable oil is a lab name for it, or by in the book, industrial name is margarine, or is palm oil, or different name. So, and then seasoning, water and salt. That's it. So you may ask why some of them they use all those preservative, some of them like this they don't. So this may go rotten quicker than that. The answer is no, because I'm gonna show you the top. If this part it gets swollen, it means it's not flat, it's like this, that means it's bad. So if it's flat and it's just like that, it's good. But if you see a sign of a little bit is swollen, that should go to garbage. Okay, that means bacteria is active in the can. So that's about that. And how they make this in the factory. This is a good way to preserve. I approve it. Before they put this cap on, this is extremely hot. It's like almost 100 degrees. So they pour it, and immediately before it gets cold, they put this cap on. This way, when it gets cold, inside of this become vacuumed, airtight. So there is no air in it for the bacteria to grow. So that is the best way to preserve in the factory, and I do same thing at home. This is a food which is is a Persian food, قرمه sabzi. When I cooked it, it still was boiling. I turned it off, and immediately, without any pause, I put those in the jar like this, and then I closed it immediately. In the winter, I put it outside in order to save the energy for the refrigerator. Because if this is hot, you put it in the fridge, your fridge is going to work so hard, and it's not good for its motor and such. But if it's summertime, of course, you have to put it in there, and you spend a little bit more energy. And when in Netherlands, almost 6 seasons is good for that. I put it outside for about an hour. After that, I bring it in and I put it in the fridge. Then it's good for months. I put this in the fridge for about 2 months ago. I'm gonna open it in front of you, then you know how it is. That's about that. And so we're done with that. We're done with this too. And how to choose the container. Okay, this is a container. The cap is important. As you see, this one, my finger goes under it easily, so there's like a kind of room in the cap. But the better one, I'm not saying this is bad, it's good, but if you use this one, which has a little bit area in the cap, this one has to be completely full, almost until to this line has to be full, to make sure it's going to have less air as possible. But still, because when it's hot and gets cold, it gets so much vacuum in it, the pressure goes -0 for sure, psi, then is safe. But the better one is this version. My finger cannot go under this area. I hope I can send the message. This way it has less air in the cap and is going to be better. So the third item, after you use it, becomes dirty. By the way, this design is better because it's easier to wash this area, because no food can go under this, okay? And when you are going to wash it, make sure you remove this. You wash all of this area completely, because we don't want any bacteria be left in there. Then you wash this one as well, both sides, with the soap or dish soap. The environment friendly one. Then you put this back on, make sure it's seated completely. Then how to store it is important. Many people close this just like that and then they store it. That is wrong. Why? Because maybe a little bit moisture is left in there. That is gonna cause mold and millions of bacteria. You don't know, you put the new food in it and you put it in the fridge, a day after is bad. Then you have to pour it all into the garbage can. So make sure it's clean. How to store it: you bring this up, you leave it just like that, okay? This way is not open completely, the dust goes in it. This way, whatever moisture is in it, it goes away. Then it's safe. So you can put this on the shelf for months. It's still a day after, or after months, so you can use it again, okay? That's about that. And this is a smaller version, and as you see, this is how I store it. And this is same good design. My finger cannot go under, it's easier to wash. And then I store it just like that. Okay, and next item, when it goes to the salad, you need to eat it quickly because it's not any vacuum in it, because it's a cold food. This one has to be, what kind of preservative I use in this one? Salt, and either apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, fresh squeezed lemon juice, not from the market. Because if you buy it from the market, they put citric acid, which the name is citric or citrine, but is not from lemon or any citrus fruit. That harms your digestion system. So do not buy any processed food or something like that which has citric acid in it. That is a type of chemical preservative, okay? And as you notice, the ingredient was simple, was not any citric acid in it, was not any E300, was not any palm oil in it, was not any margarine in it, because margarine is a type of preservative too. Palm oil is a type of preservative too, because the bacteria cannot grow in it, but it a kind of makes like a concrete. If I compare it with the construction, it makes the kind of like a wall between your bloodstream and your cells, so no exchange is gonna happen. But if you eat red meat, for example, it has a LDL cholesterol, and that LDL cholesterol is much healthier than that palm oil or margarine or hydrogenated oil or partially hydrogenated oil. They use that name to make you feel better. Is much better. Why? Because the LDL cholesterol, which is the bad kind, which causes the heart attack, if you want to wash it out or detox it, simply you can drink coffee or dark chocolate or walnut, simply, and exercise will be detoxed or goes out of your body. Just like old days, like 100 years ago, an old man or old lady would eat butter almost a quarter of a kilo per day, and would eat the oil from the lard of the meat, and they would live 100 years without any problem. When industrial food came to market, along that many diseases appeared. And that's about it. I hope I didn't miss any point. So this, because it was a cold, the preservative I used was salt and fresh lemon juice. That's the preservative, but this has to be eaten within a few days. Like in the fridge, you keep it 3 or 4 days, okay? It's fine. So, and as you see, I open it in front of you. As soon as I opened, it opened up because it has a spring. There we go, okay? But the cooked one, I'm gonna open it in front of you. Then you see the difference. Okay, that's right in front of you. It's not opening. Why? Because there's vacuum in it. So in order to open it, I have to force it. As you see, it's really hard. I have to stand up. There we go. So that was a difference. This way, I cooked the rice already. I'm about to eat this with the salad, and that's it. So you can make the food and storing it for months, just like this variety of food. This way you don't have to cook every day, which is time consuming, at the same time energy consuming too. You waste so much energy because every day you cook, if your energy source is, I don't know, is electric or gas, is a lot of energy you're going to use, and is wasting, is not good for environment. You are going to, the time you're going to spend in the kitchen every day for 2 hours or such, you can go have some fun, whatever you like, your favorite sport, your favorite art, take a class, whatever art class you like, Argentinian tango, swimming, painting, learning music, and such and such. Thank you very much for your time, and have a pleasant day.